All right, we're with sophomore cornerback Nickell Robey. Nickell, you heard Lane's praise of you last week, saying you personify what a Trojan means. What did it mean to you to hear that?
It means a lot to me to hear that, knowing that I first coming in as a freshman, stepping up as a role, doing the same thing as Sharice on the other side he was doing. It made me feel great, and knowing that Robert Woods, me and him, joining along in the same type of journey, coming in as a true freshman. So it feels great. Following the Trojan way, doing things that the great Trojans did before I was here. So it feels an honor. It feels like a big honor and a big responsibility. And knowing that I'm always getting watched at all times, and I'm a leader. So
obviously your journey here, everything that happened with your mom, and then you being young, coming. How did that change you as a person? How did that make you who you are today?
It made me grow up fast. It made me grow up as a man, knowing that I got more than just a responsibility of taking care of myself. I got to take care of my family, and they got to see me on TV, and they got to support me. So it was like everything was like not an option to me. I've worked hard in the weight room. She forced me to do the right things as a young kid, and today is just paying off. Everything is just paying off, and I respect her for that, and I love her for that. And it's still to this day, I still do the same thing that she taught me, and I'm still growing up as a man. I'm learning every day like everybody else, and it's just a great thing just to be up here with the Trojan family, and they supporting me.
How proud of you do you think she would be if she could see you today as a Trojan your sophomore year?
Oh man, she would love me. I don't know, it would be like indescribable. I believe that if she see me, she'll be so happy, and I know that she's happy right now. In spirit, she's right beside me every day, and that's how I think, and it's just my mentality. And so that's what I go along with in my mental mind, knowing that she's watching me and she's everywhere that I am.
When Kiffin was talking, he really talked about your character. How did you get to the point where it's just a sophomore, 19 years old, young guy, to have the character you have and the poise you have at such a young age?
Well, growing up as a kid, I've seen a lot of stuff in my life, and it was early in my life, and so it helped me forewarned me of what's out there in the world today, knowing that what I went through in my early childhood life. And when Lane came along and he came to me, he was real with me, and he was very respectful to me and my family. He meant a lot, and Money Kiffin, you got to add him in, because he was a great guy that added on to the recruiting process with me. And once he seen that I was very interested, and they took me in when I first got up, when it was at Tennessee at the time, when I first got up there, they took me in, and I loved them, and I had so much respect for them, because they came to me with honesty and respect, and that's what I liked, and I went for it. And they came out here, and once I came out here, I knew that I was going to be a Trojan, and I'm out here now, and I'm following the Trojan steps to be a great Trojan. Obviously,
you're just in your second year, but when Trojan fans watch you on the field, what do you hope they see?
I hope they see a great young man that got his head on right, and that's a great player, and a respectable young man that's go work hard, got a great work ethic, that does the right things at all times, and that has the motivation and that has the courage as a Trojan.
Do you view yourself as a role model?
Yes, I see myself as a role model.
How so?
I see myself as a role model because I do the right thing. I do what I need to do. I do my job. I'm coachable. Not to toot my own horn, but and I got guys that follow me because of who I am, just who I am personally. I love to have fun. I'm cool, and that's how I like to keep it.
And finally, is that something that just comes with maturity, or do you feel it's a responsibility just being on a team like this under the national spotlight?
It just comes with maturity. It's just part of growing up. When you see stuff and knowing that you don't want to be as like other people, it makes you want to be a better person, and it makes you want to have a great outlook on other people, and you want to make a difference in other people's life, and that's the difference I want to make when people see me. When
you look at your home back home, Frostproof, Florida, how proud do you think that community and that city is of you?
Oh man, it's lovely. When I go back, it's nothing but love from my teachers when I go visit them, all the way up to the people on the street when I see them when I come home, and that's how it always been with me. Growing up as a kid, I was always a respectable and nice kid to everyone that I seen. So whenever I do come home, I hang out with my friends, I hang out with family, and I just do what I always did ever since I grew up.